Hey Aries, welcome to my channel, welcome to my space. Thank you so much for being here. This is going to be for Aries, Sun and Rising signs for your general messages for the month of July 2023. These are general messages, Aries, so please take what resonates, leave behind what does not. We did have a Capricorn full moon in the past week, so that is going to be an energy that will affect us and is still going to affect us until the next full moon phase. We have the new moon in Cancer that's happening on the 17th. By the time some of you guys watch this, the new moon will have already passed. So also bear those energies in mind, Aries. I believe also, I can't remember the dates if it's not in July, but Aries, you will be in the North Node, and obviously your opposing sign or your sister sign Libra will be in the South Node. So that's going to be affecting us until 2025. So there is a lot of energies that are transforming the entire world at this time, beginning in this year. So Aries, your energy is very potent at this time and will be for the next 2 years. So just also look at your other aspects of your chart when it comes to that. So that may also come out in your reading as well, Aries. I do intend for these readings to resonate with your sun and or rising sign, Aries. But if you have other placements of Aries in your chart and you feel that this resonates with that aspect of your personality, that's great. By all means, continue to watch and listen if you're not necessarily listening for Aries, sun and or rising. All right, Aries, we are going to jump right into your reading. I'm going to pull 2 oracle messages, and then we're going to pull 3 tarot messages, just to kind of dig a little bit deeper into what you may be dealing with in the month of July. So let's see, Aries, what the universe has in store for you guys and what guidance the universe is bringing to you for this month for Aries, sun and rising signs, guardians and protectors. Let's see, spirit guides, what guidance, advice, and encouragement do we have for Aries, sun and rising signs for the month of July 2023? Let's see, Aries. All right, they want me to stop there. Aries, sun and rising signs. All right, Aries, you received Sapphire. And it says, easy does it. Your health, happiness, and abundance require a gentle approach to life and work. I'm trying to think who else got the Sapphire. I think it was probably Pisces or Virgo. You may have Pisces or Virgo in your chart, but looking at this, and then you have Topaz at the bottom of the deck. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. And it says, forgiveness heals. Time to release repressed anger as it is blocking your health and happiness. Leo actually got that for their chosen card as well. So Aries, this could be a running theme for those of you who may have water fire placements in your big 3 or your big 2, your sun or your rising signs. Yeah, I really feel like this was Leo, one of your fellow fire signs. Anything that frustrates you in the month of July, Aries. If there is someone who really does get on your nerves, you know, it doesn't have to be anything huge in the month of July. It can just be something where you may have to realize that this is not worth my health. This is not worth me putting my energy in a space where I am stressed out unnecessarily. Just kind of realizing when to step away, right? Maybe giving someone the benefit of the doubt and maybe realizing, okay, I don't really like the way they dealt with that. I don't like the way they said that. I don't like the way they treated me in that instance. But maybe also realizing that maybe that person was just having a bad day and they have a hard time controlling their emotions. They may not be emotionally mature, or they didn't really tap into their emotional maturity in that moment. So you may need to, I'm not going to tell you what to do, Aries, you deal with it as you see fit, but looking at these cards, just understand if there's a situation or a dramatic situation or someone who kind of disturbs your peace, obviously it is natural for you to, for people, or for us to, especially fire signs, to want to act towards that and to kind of nip that in the bud, and just kind of address that either directly or indirectly. But just remember that your health is important and you don't want to overstep, you don't want to overdo within this situation. You want to make sure that your peace doesn't have unnecessary ripples in it. Okay, so just kind of bear that in mind in the month of July, because once again, Aries, your sign is in the North Node in astrology right now. So big time masculine energy, whether you're male or female, big time sexual energy, really wanting to go, get things done, big time, motivation, really wanting to make things happen. Especially when it comes to, resolving situation where your peace may be disturbed in any situation. So the card does say easy does it, Aries. So please take it easy in the month of July, please. Try not, and if this is like not necessarily anger towards a person, this can just be a situation like if you're moving or if you're switching jobs or there's a project that you're working on and there's just some minor frustrations. It could be major, but it could be, minor as well, where you just kind of have to forgive the situation. You have to forgive yourself if you did fly off the handle or if you made a mistake, okay? Because anger could also be projected towards yourself, okay? So, sorry guys, my nose is itching and I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. I'm trying to prevent that right now, but I think that could be the universe confirming, because every time my nose itches when I'm giving a reading, it's giving me something here or confirming something for some of you or one of you. So Aries, just make sure that you're forgiving yourself, because if you're beating yourself up in a certain situation a little bit too much in the month of July, again, it will affect your health. Your mental body and your emotional body does affect your health. Okay. All right. So that's just the first message so far. Aries, sun and rising signs. Let's dig a little bit deeper for the month of July 2023. All right, for Aries, sun and rising signs for July 2023. Okay, we have teacher. Mahakawan or Mahakawan. You have teacher. You have a lot of purples and pinks in your reading with a little bit of gold, Aries. So this is very spiritual, very emotional for some of you, spiritual or emotional. When I see gold, I see your aura, or this is definitely some Leo energy. Others of you, this is about action connected to your actions that are connected to your emotions and your spiritual body. Okay, bottom of the deck, it says, find the blessing in your current situation, Krishna. So my nose is really itching, you guys. It's crazy. My nose has never itched this much in a reading. Don't allow the negative aspects or factors in a certain situation in the month of July, whatever that situation is, whether it be your job, your career, family, friendship circle, or your romantic partnerships, or with your health. Do not allow the negative factors to cause you to focus on the negative. Address the negatives, recognize that it's there, be aware of it, but just forgive the situation, forgive yourself, forgive the people involved. Because I don't see that there is anyone who means any harm in this situation. If this is a relationship, just understand that there is a teaching moment this could also be you being the teacher, and the way you deal with this situation will determine how this situation pans out. So if you want everyone to kind of calm down and be peaceful in the situation after a dramatic circumstance, you kind of have to lead with that, Aries, because then the other people will also follow suit and realize, okay, since Aries is not making a big deal out of it, it'll kind of cause them to kind of go within and realize, okay, you know, it'll give them space to just kind of go within and address themselves and how they reacted in the situation. Or this is vice versa, where you're able to go within yourself and you have to address yourself regarding a negative situation. But it does say find the blessing in your current circumstance. So again, I don't feel like everyone involved or this situation is horrible, terrible. I don't, you know, but if this is a situation where there's a breakup or you need to quit your job, what have you, or you need to really, you know, step away temporarily or permanently, the universe is showing you that this is a teachable moment. You need to learn from this. You know, don't walk away from it thinking that, oh, this is not fair. It's okay to feel like it's not fair, but don't just allow that to guide you. At some point, sit with yourself. If you are breaking up with someone or stepping away from someone, just kind of realize that there's something that I need to take from this before I can embrace another relationship, so that I don't repeat these patterns, or that I don't fall for these patterns of behavior, fall for these mistakes, or fall for these traps. If there's any traps involved, some of you Aries, you may have a person on your heart and your mind that you may have broken up with or stopped being friends with or severed ties with in the past. Could be a few months ago, a few years ago, and maybe they're on your mind at this time, and you're realizing in the month of July that, okay, now I understand why this escalated the way it did. Now I understand why everything kind of crumbled the way it did, or why things didn't work out. Or now I understand why this kind of had to go bad first before it got better, you know. So things may be coming full circle for you, Aries, in the month of July, regarding a past situation or just regarding a current situation where you may be a little bit stressed out. But just understand, the more that you dwell on the past, the more that you dwell on anger regarding something from your past or regarding a situation currently, the more you allow those energies to fester inside of your heart or your mind, it is affecting your health. So therapy is, you know, an option for some of you. Talking to a friend, you know, someone that you can vent to, and really someone, I feel like you need to talk to someone, Aries, who is willing to listen to you, but also give you sound advice and how you can get through this. All right. I definitely feel for some of you, you need to speak to an elder, someone who cares about you, but is also very objective and helps you understand, like, c'est la vie or whatever, you know, just like, don't worry about this. This is not a big deal as you're making it out to be. This doesn't have, especially if it's a breakup, you guys, you may need to talk to someone who's just like, it is what it is. This person was, you know, just not meant for you, or isn't meant for you right now. They may be in the future, right? So you may need to have someone, or have a therapist, someone who can speak to you objectively, but also connect with you, you know, maybe not on an emotional level, but really connect with you in this circumstance, or in these circumstances, no matter how major or minor they are. Because once again, this is a teachable moment. This is not something the universe is just, you know, throwing at you just to tear you down. It's something that you're supposed to gain something from. You're supposed to gain some type of blessing, some type of lesson, some type of wisdom from this. You're supposed to grow from this. Please bear that in mind, Aries, sun and rising signs. And even if you haven't really gotten any, if this is a situation where you've left someone behind a long time ago and you didn't really get any closure from these people or this person, you just forgive them. Just move on. Just be like, you know what? It happened. I can't do anything about it now. Why am I going to dwell on it? I need to go. You need to open the door. You need to open your heart, open your mind to better relationships. Because trust me, Aries, when you just let go and you just open yourself to new people and new circumstances, eventually you actually kind of just forget. You kind of just forget that person or that place or thing that you were holding on to and thinking like, this was supposed to work out. This was supposed to belong to me. This was supposed to be mine, or they were supposed to belong to me, or whatever. This was supposed to work out. I know it's more easier said than done for those of you who are in a very deep emotional situation. And even for those of you who aren't, if you have the mindset of like, this is the way things are supposed to be, you're kind of blocking yourself and realizing that sometimes, you know, things don't have to be a certain way all the time. Sometimes it's just there's something else out there. There's more out there. There's more options. So why, you know, cage yourself in, you know, to a situation that may or may not be for you at this time, for whether for a lifetime or temporarily, you know. So let's go ahead and see a little bit more. Let's jump into the tarot to see a little bit more of what you're dealing with in the month of July 2023. Ooh. Okay, so these cards wanted to show themselves. Sorry guys, my fiance is sneezing. You received the 5 of Wands that wanted to fall out. You received a 3 of Pentacles. So this does look like it is a group setting, or it is a project. It's something regarding school, taking a class, regarding work. It could be regarding like a family situation that's just like you guys may be on a team financially, or you guys live together and you guys, you know, kind of split the bill when it comes to paying utilities, paying rent, what have you, paying for food. You know, you guys, maybe you have multiple roommates. We have the 10 of Swords, and then we have the Page of Cups. So bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Cups. So it just kind of seems like you really need to be careful, Aries, at this time, because in the month of July, in this situation, there may have been some type of animosity in the past, some arguments, because the 5 of Wands does represent that. But in this particular card, it's like maybe you feel caged in. Again, you're just kind of, because this is Leo energy. You could be dealing with a Leo, a Virgo, a Capricorn, an Aquarius, or a Pisces. But it kind of looks like some of you guys just feel, maybe you just feel caged in. You feel locked into a situation that you can't get out of. And because there's something that's done, you need to let it go. If it's a conversation that you keep having over and over again with someone, or if it's a thought or some type of an ideal that you have, if there is a disagreement, guys, where someone is not, there are people not allowing you to speak, or not allowing you to heal, or they're not allowing you to make decisions, you know, they're kind of confusing you, maybe whether they mean to or not. It's like somebody needs to just let this go. There's someone who just wants to keep arguing, or there's just someone who's just still angry about something. The fire is still ablaze here when it comes to anger and passion for something, or going after something. But someone, it could be you, Aries, it could be the other person, where they just need to let it go, or you just need to let it go. It's not going to serve you to continue to hold on to this anger. It's not going to go anywhere. Because if this is regarding a job, maybe there's some type of discrepancy at your work or at school or something. There's just something that when it comes to teamwork or a project, somebody needs to just be done. Just be done with it. Just be done with it. Whether you're done with the relationship, done with the conversation, done with anger, regarding a situation, just moving towards healing, because with the Page of Cups, I do see this as learning how to just heal, learning to just walk away, learning to soothe your own emotions, and learning, because I see the Page of Cups as someone who maybe is a little bit more soft-spoken, okay? Is somebody who may be younger than you, or even if they're older than you, they may seem very youthful. But this is you, Aries, realizing that you don't have to harbor anger in this situation. If you just approach this person politely, or approach the situation politely, this can also be another person sending you a message that you got into an argument with, and they're more soft, they're having more soft approach towards the situation and towards you. I do see healing here, but the healing can't really take place until someone lets something go. And it could be emotions, thoughts, behaviors, anger, sadness, because once again, the Page of Cups is also representing a child. So also realizing the childlike mindset of learning, being willing to learn more or know more about something, how to approach something in a healthier way emotionally. So it does seem like, I don't want to say emotions are running high, but they could be. But with the Seven of Cups at the bottom, you really have to be careful. Don't just make a decision without really understanding. Like if you're planning on going after someone or having a conversation with someone, make sure that your emotions are in check. Make sure that you've thought about things first. I also get the sense that some of you guys are dealing with people who really love you. They care about you. You care about them. It's just that you guys are just not seeing eye to eye about something. And there may be some people, because they love you, they're kind of caging you in. They don't mean to, but they're just like, we really just want to talk about this. We really just want to talk to you, Aries. We really just want to resolve this situation. But you might be the one that's just like, I just don't want to talk about it anymore. I just want to be done with this. I just need some time to soothe myself and to get this off my mind. And maybe this is something that you need to say to someone politely. And I will say this, Aries, Sun and Rising signs, if they don't take that well, that's on them. You know, if they don't allow you the space and time to just kind of soothe your mind, that's on them. That's not, you just need to walk away from it for a little bit or permanently. There may be some people who get upset at that. You know, they really, really want to have the conversation with you, but you're just like, I just kind of want to not talk about it, at least for a while, you know, until I gather my bearings. Okay. But others of you, this is flipped, where this is you, Aries. You may be the one that's saying, I really want to talk about this. I really want to get this done. I really, you know, want to keep this going, what have you. And you may just need to like back away, Aries, and let this person calm down, you know, let this person deal with themselves. It's very, very important to do that. So please be careful with your emotions. Be very careful, and also be very careful and delicate with others in their emotions, because if you're pushing, they may be like backing and just being like, I don't even want to talk to you right now, Aries, because, you know, you're not giving me space, or and again, it could be vice versa. Okay. Take it as you will. But there is a message for others of you. There is someone who is stepping forward and giving you a message just to maybe check on you, or just be like, I'm really sorry. You know, they're more understanding, or this is you. Okay. But I do see that there are those of you you're dealing with some emotional immaturity, whether it's from you or from others involved. So let me go ahead and clarify these cards for you, Aries. Clarify the tarot cards for July 2023. Interesting. Yeah. So there was a tower moment. It had to happen. This had to happen. This argument, this disagreement. There were probably some things that just were not. Someone was hurt, you or someone else. There was somebody or a certain situation where there was some damage done, but someone was suppressing it, or someone wasn't talking about it for a while. And then everything just blew up. And then there was, you know, people coming together arguing, or just, you know, going against each other. Okay, you and someone else, or you and a group of people. Nine of Swords, more sword energy. Libra, So this is, you know, trying to figure out how to make peace with it, but just having a hard time. You know, before you go to sleep, you may be crying or just feeling really stressed out about being around these people, especially if it's about work. You may be going to bed like, oh, I gotta go see these people tomorrow. I have to deal with this. I have to like have this conversation or fill out this paperwork or whatever. Yeah, we have the King of Wands. So this is Sagittarius. I read this as Sagittarius energy, but it just kind of seems like, Aries, you have to be the one to just sever, just be done. You or someone else, you're just done. Okay? You're nurturing yourself. You're taking action in a different way here, instead of going after the situation or going after these people or this person. I get the sense that you just need to just, you know, see how his fire is like going downward. He's just like, okay, I'm not going to set this ablaze. I'm just going to nurture myself. I'm going to act towards a different direction and just let this be done. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So yes, there is someone here who is here to assist you. There is someone here who is, again, when I see Gemini energy, I see this as Gemini. This is objective thinking. This is someone who's just like, it is what it is. They weren't good for you anyway, or, you know, maybe this just wasn't good for you anyway. You know, this person is here to listen to you, but also to give you truth. This is, if this is not a person, then this is just you, Aries, just deciding, you know what, whatever. I'm just over with this. I got to move forward. You know, your mind and your thoughts, you're just like, it's not just you taking action towards a direction, like physically. This is also you mentally deciding to move forward from something. You don't want to think about it anymore. And I get the sense that it's because you're so tired. You're tired of losing sleep. You're tired of, you know, feeling mentally and emotionally drained. You're just over it. And I'm not saying that this is a breakup. It doesn't have to be. It can turn into that temporarily or permanently. I will say, but look at the bottom of the deck again, you guys. You have the Seven of Cups. So please, if there's any confusion in a situation, find clarity first, ground yourself, meditate. This is the month of July. This is a time of meditation and completion and, you know, purity. Please make sure that you are, you know, protecting your energy at this time, Aries, because the sun will come out again with Leo. Leo season, you know, Cancer season is kind of difficult right now. I get it. Cancer season is not always the most easiest to get through because it does have a lot to do with our heart space and soothing ourselves when we're not feeling the best, taking care of ourselves when we're not feeling the best. That's what Cancer, I feel, one of the lessons that Cancer brings to us. But when Leo season comes back around, you know, this month in July, you guys will be okay. Things will get better. Don't worry. Okay. You will see this all come full circle. As long as you're willing to move forward. If you're not willing to move forward from this and you're still emotionally invested in this situation, especially if it's draining you, Aries, it will be very difficult for you to move on from this situation and to stop thinking about it. Okay, so just bear that in mind. Much love and light to all of you, Aries. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Aries.